So they get the mixing, boxing, and Gojo puts this nigga in a spin cycle, channels his inner hood avatar to send him flying like Mike. But this ain't basketball, baby. It's boxing. So Sukuna came in with his own attack thinking shit was sweet. But Gojo said, I ain't never been pussy, and I ain't starting today.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Ain't gonna waste no time, man. Jujutsu Kaisen get that shit cracking with our boy Yuji getting a life or death ultimatum from the strongest sex symbol to ever do the shit. So if you're confused on how we even got here in the first place, allow me to explain. A couple days prior, our boy Sasuke here, Megami, is looking for a cursed object, which is pretty much just like a cursed object that has like powers and shit, right? Anyways, he pulls up to Yuji's school trying to find that shit, and in the midst of looking, sees Yuji shot put this ball 23 meters. And for those niggas who aren't familiar with track and field, bro, the average Olympic shot put throw is roughly 70 feet. So if you do the conversion, it comes out to around 21 meters.
21?
Now mind you, I said Olympic shot put throw, meaning he beat the best of the best the world got to offer, bruh, with zero training.
Damn!
Threw that motherfucker like he was pitching for the Mets, bruh. Fuck is he doing in school? Get his ass in the majors. Back to the story though, man. Megami steps to Yuji like, hey my boy, that cursed object you got, I'm gonna need you to come up off that right now, today. Niggas finna start dropping like flies if I don't get that cursed object back in safe hands. So Yuji tells him his friends got it and they pull up, and just as his little friends was about to get knocked off, bruh, Yuji kicks through the window, hits an area 360 spin just for style points, and gave this curse a one-piece combo. No Luffy, straight to the head. Absolutely flawless, bruh. But what Kobe say?
Job's not finished.
The Mutt called in reinforcements to spin the block and get a lick back. But my man's Yuji, he wasn't jacking that Attack on Titan treatment, bruh. So he gobbles up that dry ass cursed chicken finger and turns into the walking embodiment of I don't give a fuck what happens to you or your family. AKA the king of curses. AKA Sukuna. This man Sukuna ain't been outside since Anime House 5 dropped. So you already know he finna go ballistics. But y'all remember when I said that man Gojo was the strongest sex symbol, right? Well, I meant it, cause he pulls up from doing a little window shopping, loosens up the hammies a bit, and successfully became the next member of Weave Nation. Sits on top of Sukuna like he was testing out furniture from IKEA. So they get the mixing, boxing, and Gojo puts this nigga in a spin cycle, channels his inner hood avatar to send him flying like Mike. But this ain't basketball, baby. It's boxing. So Sukuna came in with his own attack thinking shit was sweet. But Gojo said, I ain't never been pussy, and I ain't starting today. So Yuji tells Sukuna it's checkout time and switches back with Sukuna, only to be slept with the Facebook poke to the dome. This should have been clue numero uno. Gojo is not like the rest of them. Cause if I ever see somebody TKO a nigga from tapping him on the forehead, oh, I will be exiting the vicinity at once. So back to present day, Gojo's giving Yuji the rundown like he needs to act as a vessel in order to collect all of Sukuna's fingers. So he bets that up and joins Megami as the second first year Jujutsu sorcerer at Tokyo Jujutsu High School. But you're probably thinking to yourself, this team looks awfully familiar. It's just missing something. I don't know what it is. Yes, that's right. A badass third female member to the crew, Nobara. And thank God, bro, because unlike uselessness, Nobara not only contributes to the team, but more importantly, doesn't dick ride any nigga in her squad. So in order to earn some stripes, Gojo takes him to a cursed building, and Yuji makes swift work of the first and throws the D-Wade style live for Nobara to make swift work of the second. So it's a few days later, and the three musketeers get sent on their first mission. And it turns out to be a special grade mission, which is one thing like I'm really struggling to wrap my brain around, bro. How are you going to send 3 first-year Jujutsu sorcerers to go face a Sukuna level threat and expect everything to come out peachy? Like, who approved this? That's like sending the third-string benchwarmers to go face Patrick Mahomes and them boys and anticipating them not losing by 30 plus. The math isn't mathing. And would you looky here, special grade curse appears, had Megami and Yuji so shook they couldn't even move a muscle, then sent Nobara's ass to another dimension, Doctor Strange style. So Yuji makes an attempt to carve up the curse and in the process loses a hand, bro. Like, Mans was really getting his ass beat, I can't lie. But he did manage to hold off the curse long enough to allow Megami and Nobara to escape. So he definitely displayed some real nigga activity, no doubt about it. So in order not to die, he let that dog out. And remember in the beginning, bro, I said Sukuna lives only to see other niggas have a bad time. Well, he tracks down Megami, and before he even runs his fade, takes life insurance on Yuji's body by tearing his whole heart out, bro. Tossed it to the side like a little gum wrap or some shit, bro. Like, dog, For what reason on God's green earth do you have to be this wicked? Because from what I've gathered so far, bro, he's doing all this for shits and giggles. Just cuz. And you never want to get with niggas like that, bro. Cause 10 times out of 10, they ain't got shit to lose. So these next few minutes for Megami were filled with nothing but pain and suffering, bro. Sukuna fling that boy to an altitude of 5,000 feet and punts him into a rocky landing. Boy bouncing from building to building, strictly off of haymakers. So to prevent any further whooping of the ass, bro, he goes into his backstory bag and pulls out the last bit of strength he got left. But just like a light, Yuji switches back with Sukuna. But remember, he's a Kanye West fan, so he's heartless. And his life contract has officially expired. This is definitely some Attack on Titan shit, bro. When the main character gets packed up within the first 5 episodes, so it's a couple days later, and Nobara and Megami are mourning Yuji's death when we meet the second year upperclassmen Maki, Inumaki, and Panda. And they get to recruiting them for the exchange event between their school and their sister school for some good old fashioned Jujutsu boxing. And during this time, Yuji and Sukuna make a pact that allows Yuji to come back to life, you know, main character type shit. But because Yuji was high-key set up to die in the first place by the higher-ups, Gojo keeps this shit under wraps so he can have some time for him to prepare for the exchange event. So Gojo's mans is Uber him back to God knows where. And he tells bruh to drop him off in the middle of the road and keep it pushing. And ladies and gentlemen, the next part you're about to witness will eliminate any doubt you have that this man is truly him. So he's standing in the middle of the road, and out of nowhere, this Cyclops-looking, Squidward Krakatoa ass curse tries to sneak him. Gojo starts smiling, bruh, said this might be fun. And if I was homeboy right here, I would have apologized right then and there, on the spot, and kept it pushing, bro, because there's no way. When have you ever seen a nigga almost get snuck and be happy about it, bro? Gojo says, before we get started, though, I want a fair fight. Let's touch gloves. And then touch that man's guts. Pause. 3-piece combo with the punt on the side, bro, and a complimentary one on the house. And yo, this next part, bro, was beyond insane, bro. Mid-ass whooping, he leaves the fight, scoops up Yuji, and brings him to the fight just so he could use this as an extracurricular lesson on how to correctly wipe a nigga off the map. At this point, bro, I'm convinced homie right here is either A, delusional, or B, just plain stupid. Because you've literally been getting your ass beat the whole fight, and then the person you're fighting says he's going to make an example out of you for his students? You have to be crazy to stay around and see what happens next. So Jogo gets fed up with the disrespect and enacts his domain expansion, only to be countered with Gojo's domain expansion. And would you looky here, he fucked around and all that's left of him is found out. But before Gojo could finish him off, Volcano Head's homeboy swoops in to rescue him and peels off. So back at the school, everybody getting ready for the exchange event, and we meet 2 members of the other school, Mai and Toto. Mai is actually Maki's twin sister, and Toto is this big brolic ass nigga who likes tall women with big bundas that hang off the trouser piece. And he steps to Megami like, hey my boy, what's your type though? Depending on your answer, I may or may not whoop your ass. Interesting way to get to know somebody, but hey, I ain't gonna question that nigga. And my dog Megami was like,